Hey, good afternoon, Pekin 10UAA Dragons hockey fans. We're here for game one of the Capital City Freeze tournament in Springfield, Illinois. At the Nelson Center down here in Springfield. First of 4, maybe even 5 games, depending on how well we do here. First game starts just in a few minutes here at 3:30, and then we got another one against the Springfield Kings at 7:45, so make sure you tune in for that here in just a little bit. Right now, we're up against the Bloomington Thunder, warming up down here. Not really sure if that's the team we played at the beginning of the season or not. I assume it is, but I don't really know. Anyway, Dragons are getting their warm-ups underway, and we will go ahead and rip through the roster here real fast, just so you remember who everybody is in numerical order. We got number 5, Sterling Burks. Number 6, Duncan Hill. Number 7, Braxton Courts. Number 11, Easton Cook. Number 12, Noah Viviano. Number 16, Kian Ledbetter. Number 19, Grayson Blevins. Number 25, Jackson McCoy. Number 29, Nash Moldenhauer. Number 33, Jet Nafziger. Number 48, Adelina Johnson in net. And number 77, Houston Richardson. Pekin 10UAA Dragons coaching staff consists of head coach Neil Viviano, assistant coaches Chip Hill and Barry Moldenhauer. I don't see Barry here yet. He might not be here today. And on the bench, we got Mr. Brian Blevins. Looks like Nick McCoy will be our penalty box attendant for this game. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, folks. This is 33's Daddy, currently sponsored by a bottle of Dasani bottled water from the snack bar here at the Nelson Center. And we'll be getting started here real quick. All right, let's go Dragons. This is Pekin Dragons 10UAA Hockey Capital City Freeze game number 1. Starts right now. Sorry for the obstruction in the view here. I'm up in a press box at the Nelson Center, and there's a bunch of glass in front of me. Hopefully the signal's coming through okay. Seemed kind of weak to me. I'll try and upload it later if it doesn't work out for you guys, but hopefully it's all right. All right, at center we got number 29, Nash Moldenhauer. Right wing, Easton Cook. Left wing, Kian Ledbetter. And Nafziger and Burks on defense. Addie Johnson in net. And we're off. Moldenhauer for the face-off, and Thunder try to peel it into the Dragon zone. Do momentarily, and Nafziger will poke it back out to the neutral zone. Bloomington Thunder picks it up, carries it up the far side boards and into the Dragon zone. Nafziger slaps it back to Burks and feeds it out, looking for Moldenhauer in the neutral zone. He'll send a shot on goal, and netminder will keep it in place. Brings it over to the near side. Nafziger picks it off at the blue line. Whoop. And sends a shot up the slot, pass to Ledbetter! Ledbetter goal! Dragons up by 1. Beautiful assist by Nafziger there, right up the slot to Ledbetter, and he got it in. Dragons up by 1. 11:25 remaining in the first period. Blevins at center, Viviano on right wing, and Duncan Hill on left. Nafziger and McCoy on defense. And we're off. Blevins for the face-off, chips it across the neutral zone. Bloomington picks it up, sends it back out to the neutral zone, and Dragons will battle for it along the near side here in the neutral zone. Thunder carry it in with some speed, and Nafziger comes back and poke checks that free, and Blevins will send it back up to the blue line. Bloomington picks it up at center ice, circles back around, and they'll carry it into the Dragon zone. Nafziger carries it right back out, and Duncan Hill's in hot pursuit across the neutral zone. Bloomington Thunder send it over to the far side, and Blevins will race it down. Thunder get there first. Send it over to the near side, and Blevins will pick it up inside the near face-off circle, looking for a centering pass to Hill, and puck squirts out to the far boards. And back to McCoy. Sends it up the far side boards deep into the Thunder zone, and oh, shot on goal by Hill there. Just went off the side off the back of the net there. And Thunder try to carry it up the far side. Hill tries to strip him. Nafziger's racing down for it, and that'll be an icing call. 10:17 remaining in the first period. Dragons up by 1. Face off in the Thunder zone. The Thunder zone. Moldenauer at center. Cook and Ledbetter on the wing. Burks and McCoy on defense. And we're missing a player over here, apparently. All right. Moldenauer for the face-off. Ledbetter scrapes it up that near side or far side board. Back to Moldenauer, and he'll send another one on net. Loose puck back to the back wall, and Easton Cook will race back for it. Tries to center one up. Comes back to Burks at the blue line. Sends a shot. Oh, deflected to the back wall. And Cookie is battling for it there. Comes back to Burks at the blue line, and he'll send a shot into the shin pad of a Thunder player in the slot there. Oh, you can't see. Sorry about that. And Cook went diving for it, but the puck squirts back over to the near side, and Moldenauer tried to center it up for Ledbetter. Bloomington got in the way of that, and they're going to carry it across the neutral zone. And back to Burks, sends it back out to Cook, waiting in the neutral zone, and he's trying to paddle it through the traffic in front of him, and Thunder send it back into the Dragon zone. Burks chases it down, picks him off, sends it off the far side boards, looking for Ledbetter. Oh, and he'll paddle it out. Easton Cook will chase it down on the far side, and sends a shot in front of the crease over to the near corner down in the Thunder zone. Burks holds it in at the blue line, sends a shot off a Thunder player, and they'll bring it back out. Burks will pick it up again in the neutral zone. Back to Easton Cook, and he'll race it in. Stops at the face-off circle, centers it up to Ledbetter. Goal, Dragons! Ledbetter, number 2 for the day. 8:42 remaining in the first period. Ledbetter's rolling, folks. Dragons on top by 2. Blevins at center, Viviano and Hill on the wing, Nafziger and Burks on defense. And Blevins for the face-off, comes over to Viviano, and he'll paddle it back over to Blevins. And Thunder send it down, icing waved off, got deflected. Nafziger will pick it up behind the back of the Dragons' net. And all the way back out to the neutral zone, looking for Viviano on the near side. And he'll race it into the Thunder zone. All the way down into the near corner, and it got deflected in front of the net there. Here comes Thunder. Over to Burks on the far side in the neutral zone, and they'll send it up looking for Blevins. Puck goes all the way down into the Thunder zone to the back wall. Thunder send it over to the near side boards, and Nafziger stops it inside the blue line, sends it in deep. Viviano races after it, and so does Duncan Hill. Puck comes over to the far boards at Burks. Oh, and he almost kept it in there. And feed it over to a Bloomington player here on the near side. Vivio dove it out of his grasp, and here comes Nafziger. Nope, got picked off there on the near side. Nobody can get the puck on their sticks. Oh, Burks almost tipped it in there. Puck goes to the near corner. Back in the Dragon zone, and here comes Nafziger. Uncontested through the Dragon zone all the way down into the Thunder zone. Shot from the face-off circle. Oh, Hill got a sniff on that rebound. Save Thunder. And Thunder free it up. Back to the back wall. Viviano races it down. Oop, lost the puck there. And to Nafziger at the blue line, sends a bouncer through some traffic, and Duncan Hill stripped the puck. Back to Blevins. Shot from the slot, went off of a leg pad of a Thunder player there, and puck frees up back to Nafziger, and he'll chase it down. Sends it back across the neutral zone. And puck goes all the way to the back wall, and Blevins is in hot pursuit. Sends it over to the far boards and back over to the near side. Viviano's trying to race it down. Thunder gets there first, and Viviano tries to muscle it up the near side. Thunder turn it around. Viviano strips the puck again. No! Puck squirts back in onside, and Nafziger collects it in the neutral zone. Back to McCoy. McCoy tries to race it through some traffic, and Hill picks it up. Skates it up far side. Oh, off the post through the leg pads of the Thunder netminder and rang it off the post. Bounced back out. Dang, he was close. And over to the, Thunder chip it back out all the way down. Nafziger's going to race back for it, and he'll pick it up. Skates it back behind the back of the Dragons net. Through some traffic, picks it back up again, and carries it up the near side. Sends it in clean all the way to the back wall, and Easton Cook is in hot pursuit. Nope. Back to McCoy at the blue line. Sends a shot off of a Thunder player. He had some speed there. Nafziger turned it around and sent it back in offside. 5:24 remaining in the first period. And the Dragons are up by 2. Face off in the neutral zone. If you can see through all the posts. There's a higher up box over here, but it really doesn't give me any advantage. It's further back, but I'm still looking through all the stuff. So I still got to zoom in. Might as well be here. Moldenauer for the face-off. Thunder race it into the Dragon zone, and they left the puck behind for a second. Burks will try to chase it down on the near side. Paddles it back up for Cookie. And nope, that was not Cookie. That was Moldenauer. Thunder peel it out of their crease, or out of their slot there, and back to the neutral zone. Thunder turn it around. Burks back to defend, and he'll try to strip the puck. Oh! Bloomington's shot went wide into the back wall. And Burks races back for it, sends it over the far side. Boards and McCoy racing after it. And so is Moldenauer. And they'll race it up the far boards there. Passes it to, Ledbetter there at the blue line. Here comes Moldenauer with some speed across the neutral zone, and he's off to the races, folks. Cookie. Oh, Cookie was there. Moldenauer went down, and we got a penalty on the play, it seems. Bloomington penalty with 4:25 remaining in the first period. And we'll have a face-off down in the Thunder zone. Blevins at center, Viviano and Hill on the wing. Nafziger and Burks on defense. Blevins for the face-off. Sends it behind the back of the Thunder net over to Hill on the far side. Sends a shot. Through the crease and over to the near side. Nafziger, almost fanned on the shot. Didn't even get one off. Dragons try to tip it in, and Duncan Hill was all over it there. Came back to Blevins on the far side, and he's advancing towards the net. Bounced it off a netminder's helmet there, it looked like. And Thunder send it back to Burks at the blue line, and he'll send one in. Blevins almost had the tip in there. Save Thunder. Loose puck in front of the crease. And Hill had another shot. 3:45 remaining in the first period. Dragons up by 2, and we'll have another face-off in the Thunder zone. Quiet in here today. Nice facility, though, down here in Springfield. Moldenauer at center, Easton Cook on right wing, Ledbetter on left wing, McCoy and Nafziger on defense, and Moldenauer for the face-off. And, tried to get it over to Cookie there. Back to Nafziger at the blue line, sends a shot off of some Thunder traffic, and he'll pick it back up in the neutral zone. Turns it around, up the near side boards, through some traffic, and he's out in front. Got one to beat. Couldn't get the shot in time, and got deflected over to the near boards and back out all the way down. And McCoy will race it down, picks it up on the Dragons' back wall there. Back to Ledbetter. And Moldenauer picks it off, sends it deep into the Thunder zone, and he'll race after it. He'll strip the puck behind the back of the Dragons' net. Ledbetter in front. Oh, got another shot just wide of the net. And Ledbetter battling for it on the far side. And he's going to slap one on net. Nope, just wide. And Thunder collect it, send it across the back wall and over to the far boards. McCoy holds it in for a second there. And nobody can find the puck. Oh, got tipped out. Nefziger will scoop it up. Passes it back off the far boards there, looking for Ledbetter. And Nefziger picks it up again in the Dragon zone. Over to the near side this time for Easton Cook, and he'll carry it in. Centering pass. Ooh, back to McCoy at the blue line. Just couldn't control it. And here comes Burks. He'll send it off the far side boards. Offside. Dragons. 2:06 remaining in the first period, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Over here. Blevins at center, Hill and Viviano on the wings, and Burks and McCoy on defense. From the faceoff, Blevins carries it in, sends a shot from the faceoff circle, got tipped over the top of the net and over to Duncan Hill on the far boards. And Bloomington Thunder dangle around McCoy there. Carry it in offside up the far boards there. 1:47 remaining in the first. Another face-off in the neutral zone. Nefziger and Burks on defense. Same forward lineup. Blevins for the face-off, and tries to poke it through some traffic there. Back to Nefziger, and he'll advance over to the near side in the neutral zone. Carries it in up the near side. Cuts in into the slot. Oh, sends one backhander wide of the net, and looking for, Viviano had a beautiful pass there to Hill, and puck got deflected back over to the far side. And Thunder carry it all the way down in deep, and they'll tip it over behind the back of the Dragons net for Blevins on the near side. He's going to carry it up. Cross-ice pass looking for Duncan Hill. And he'll chase in after it. Sends a shot from the face-off circle. Ooh, went behind the net and over to the near side boards. Back to Sterling Burks. Chasing it down deep in the Dragon zone. And over to Nefziger on the far side. Oh, just can't slam it out there, he does. And now he's going to carry it across the neutral zone. Out in front from the slot. Oh, save Thunder. Oh, back to Duncan Hill. Got his own rebound. Passed it back to Hill, and Hill sends it over to the far side. Blevins will chase it down in the far corner. Back to Hill again. Back to Blevins. And Blevins will race it down on the back wall. Oh, man. Beautiful feed to Viviano, and he had a shot. Saved Thunder. Back to the blue line, and Burks will try to send it in. Back to Viviano. Shot from the face-off circle. Goal, Dragons! Looks like Blevins picked up the loose change, and Dragons are up by 3 with 7.2 remaining in the first period. All right. Moldenauer at center, Cook and Ledbetter on the wing, Nefziger and McCoy on defense. Moldenauer for the faceoff over to Easton Cook. Carries it up the center, and he'll chase it down. Sends a shot. So, goal Dragons! Goal Dragons right before the buzzer. Easton Cook goal, baby. Right on. Dragons up by 4. Going into the second. That's exciting. I'm not sure if this is the same team that we played at the beginning of the season or not, but so far we're doing better than we did in that game. So we got these guys now, and like I said before, 7:45 p.m. tonight against the Springfield Kings. Tomorrow we've got 2 games too. One at 9:45 a.m. versus the Rockets, whoever they are, and 3:30 p.m. tomorrow versus Midmo Tigers, whoever they are. So tune in for all that, and then
anytime in the third period. So I got to play 6 minutes for sure.
all right, Dragons are ready. Just about. Looks like we're going to have Braxton Courts at center, Houston Richardson and Easton Cook on the wings, Jackson McCoy and Sterling Burks on defense, Eddie Johnson in net, switching sides and going the other way for period 2 of game 1 of the Capital City Freeze from Springfield, Illinois. This is Pekin Dragons 10U AA hockey. And we're waiting on a goaltender.
You guys have multiple goalies or just one? Okay, all right.
All right, Courts for the face-off over to Richardson. Puck squirts back a little bit. Courts picks it up again, and across the neutral zone he goes, down into the Thunder slot. Goal, Dragons! Shot from the face-off circle, and Courts goal. 11:48 remaining in the second period. Dragons up by 5. Same forward lineup. Nafziger and Moldenauer on defense. Courts for the face-off. And tries to squeak through some traffic there. Nafziger will scoop it up from behind. And, got stripped there, and he'll jam it into the Thunder zone. Back to Nafziger again. And back to all the Dragons on the near or far side boards, rather. And Richardson's in hot pursuit on the near side. He gets in the way of that pass up the boards, and he'll send it back in. Looking for, Easton Cook was waiting right at the top of the crease there. Back to Courts. Paddled it back. Nafziger scoops it up at the blue line and advances in. Sends a shot off of a Thunder player in the slot, and he goes down on his belly. And back to... Oh, dang it. Oh, wait. That was... clearly offside, but that's okay. We'll take it. And here comes, nope, sorry. Thunder scrape it back out to the neutral zone, and Nafziger's racing down for it. Picks it up on the back wall, and up to Richardson on the near side. Handles it out to center ice, and Richardson lets it go for Courts. Courts, pass to Cookie. Oh, back to Courts again. Just didn't see it in time. And back to Richardson on the near side. He'll battle for it with number 27. And over to Courts in the slot. Sends a shot off of a shin pad there. And Thunder go after it on the back wall. Send it on the far side. And Nafziger looking for Richardson. Wasn't ready for it. Here comes Cook over to the near corner. Tries to center another one up. That's where all the Thunder is at, though, and another shot up the slot. Got deflected off of a skate. Nafziger back at the blue line again. Chips it in deep all the way to the back wall, looking for Easton Cook, and the Thunder come out with it. Over to the near side. Back to Moldenauer at the blue line. Oh, sends a shot through the slot there over to Cook. And, loose puck. Save Thunder, and back to Nafziger at the blue line. Sends a pass looking for Richardson there. And puck comes back to the neutral zone. Nafziger will race back for it. Turns it around. Passes it over to Courts. Courts dangles around a Bloomington player, and he's heading in offside. 9:13 remaining in the second period. Dragons up by 5. McCoy and Burks on defense. Duncan Hill on right wing. Viviano on left. Dan Blevins for the face-off. Over to Burks on the far side, and he'll send it in wide of the net to the back wall, and Thunder netminder scoops it back to the back wall for one of their players there. Blevins comes in, steals that puck, sends a shot through some traffic, and goal! Blevins! Dragons up by 6, 8:57 remaining in the second period. 8:56 left in the second period, and it looks like we got a timeout. Bloomington timeout. 8:56 remaining in the second period. Say hi, Mr. McCoy. There he is. All right. All right, here we go. Blevins at center, Viviano and Hill on the wings, Burks and Nafziger on defense. And Blevins for the face-off, chips it across the neutral zone. Thunder hold it in, and puck is loose. Viviano chases after it. He'll go down on his chest there. Got a Thunder player entering the Dragon zone, and they'll send a shot wide. Reach back full. Woohoo! Nafziger peeled it out of the crease and brought it over the far side and all the way up the far side boards. Across the neutral zone. Down into the Thunder zone. Got it tipped away from him by a guy that was on his back there, it looked like. And Nafziger tried to center one up for Hill. Thunder come back out to the neutral zone. Burks and Nafziger are racing back. And Nafziger picks it off. So does Blevins. So does Nafziger. And here comes Blevins right up the near side. Back out to the neutral zone. Dangles through some traffic, and he's going to send a shot. Hopefully here. Oh, backhander. And Thunder dove on it. Another shot in front of the slot there. Puck's loose over to the far face-off circle, and Hill almost had a sniff. Sends another one off of a Thunder player, and he's going to try it again. Backhanded over to Blevins, and puck comes back to Burks. Oh, just missed the puck there. And he'll race back for it deep in the Dragon zone. Oh, Thunder kept it in. Back to Burks again. He'll pick it up in the Dragon slot. And back to Viviano in the neutral zone. Races it up the far side. All right. Face off in the Thunder zone. 7:14 remaining in the second period. Courts at center, Richardson and Ledbetter on the wing, McCoy and Moldenauer on defense. Puck came back to Moldenauer, looked like, and nope, sorry, that was McCoy. Now it's at Moldenauer. And we got a Thunder player off to the races. Moldenauer's coming in from behind. got all up in his business, but go Thunder. Wasn't quite enough. 6:56 remaining in the second period, and Dragons retain a 5-goal lead. All right, Courts center, Ledbetter, Richardson on the wing still. McCoy and Moldenauer on defense. Courts for the face-off. He'll muscle it through the Thunder traffic right into the Dragon zone. Here comes Richardson. Oh, fired it right over the top of the net. Puck comes over to the near side, and McCoy will send it all the way in deep. Richardson's chasing after it. He'll come after it on the near side, and back to Moldenauer. Sends a shot into some Thunder traffic there, and they're going to carry it back out to the neutral zone. McCoy strips the puck at the center line, and Thunder will battle it back down, and Moldenauer will get there first. Picks it up, turns it around in the Dragon zone, dangles around everybody all the way through the Thunder traffic. Back to Richardson. He'll advance, sends a shot. Oh, save Thunder. Almost had a good bounce there. Back to McCoy fanned on the shot. Oh, and in that time he hit a Thunder player. Over to Ledbetter. Back around behind the net there, sends another shot, and the Thunder player got in front of the goaltender and blocked it. Here comes Thunder back up the far side, and we got a guy off to the races. Moldenauer's going to get there first. And Thunder knocked it over to the near corner. McCoy's racing over for it. Thunder player got past him there. Here comes Courts. Up the near side. Ran into the referee there for a second. We were out of the zone, and now we're back in. Moldenauer chips it off the near side. Back to Courts, and back out to Ledbetter waiting at center ice. And dang it, here come the Thunder. Back to McCoy. He'll let one rip across the neutral zone. Ledbetter's out in front. Sends a shot. Save, Thunder. Netminder will cover that one up. 4:56 remaining in the second period. Dragons up by 5. And we'll have a face-off in the Thunder zone. Blevins at center, Hill and Cook on the wing. Yep. Burks and Nafziger on defense. And Burks sends one in from the blue line through some traffic. Easton Cook's trying to race it down. Puck squirts out to the neutral zone. And back to Burks. Back to Blevins. And he'll carry it in. Sends a shot through the slot, and Thunder player just dove into Easton Cook there after the whistle. .433 remaining in the second period. Nafziger and Burks on defense. Same forward lineup, I think. Blevins at center, Hill and Cook still on the wing. Whoa. We got something going on here. Matching. It's like matching penalties here, perhaps. Easton Cook and number 10 from the Thunder there. Okay, Viviano is on left wing. Blevins at center.
It's a 10? Number 10. Okay, yeah, I was like, no, not a 10 minute. That's a dirty number.
I don't know what we're... Oh, we got a coach over here.
Hey, so 3:03 and a whistle.
Looking for an explanation, I guess. We'll still have 5-on-5. 4:30 remaining in regulation. And all right. Blevins for the face-off. And puck comes back to Nafziger at the blue line. Sends it in deep again. It's like Viviano's battling for it there. Blevins comes back to help over to Sterling Burks. Oh, no! Back to Nafziger. And he'll try to feed it up. Oh, dang it. Just couldn't get the stick on it in time there. Puck comes over the far side boards, and the Thunder are trying to carry it out, and they do. Hill picks the pocket from behind, and puck frees out to a Thunder player, and Burks held it in the neutral zone, and puck goes in over here on the near side to Nafziger, and he'll pass it over to Blevins, waiting at center ice almost. Carries it across the neutral zone. Sends a shot from the face-off circle. Glove save. Thunder, but the puck's still loose, and Viviano almost had the rebound there. Puck comes over the near side boards. And here come the Thunder with numbers. Sterling Burks back to defend. And he'll strip the puck, send it over the near side, and up the near side boards. Oh, nope. Didn't go up the near side. Stayed back with him. And here comes Blevins to help. Over to Duncan Hill. Waiting in the far circle. And he'll race it out. Passes it to himself off the boards there, and he's chasing after it. Wow! Almost got there. And Thunder pick it off the near side and carry it behind their net. Over to Blevins on the far boards. Oh, he'll go down. And he's back up. Back to Burks. Waiting at the blue line. Sends a shot through some traffic. Save. Thunder. Rebound. Oh, and over the top of the net there. Or at least over the crease, it looked like. And Nafziger's racing back for it in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass to Burks on the far side. Carries it up the far side boards, and he'll dump it in. Offside. Dragons. 2:31 remaining in the second period. Both teams' penalties have expired, it would seem. Courts at center, Richardson on the right wing, Ledbetter on the left, McCoy and Moldenauer on defense. Courts for the face-off. Muscles it into the Thunder zone. Got his stick slashed away from him there, it looks like. And Ledbetter was battling for it. McCoy will race back for it. Oh, got it to the wrong guy there. And, yeah, got in the way of that. That was Courts. He'll chase it down on the near side. And sends a shot through the crease. Goaltender will deflect that over to the far corner, and Ledbetter goes in after it. Got a guy on top of him there, it looks like. Thunder try to clear the zone, and they don't just yet. And now they will, up the near side in the neutral zone. Moldenauer's all over him, though. They'll send it back out. Clears it out to the Thunder zone. Thunder pick it up. And back to the Dragon zone. McCoy will chase down on the back wall as we roll down to a minute 35 left in the second period. And Ledbetter looking for Courts, sends it in, and Courts is in a foot race for it. He'll chase the Thunder back to the back wall there, tries to battle it up the near side. Thunder pick it up top of the face-off circle, carry it back out to the neutral zone, but Moldenauer got a couple of whacks at it there. Here come the Thunder. Save Johnson! Courts picks up the rebound and carries it back out up the far side across the neutral zone. Over to Richardson, sends a shot. Glove save, rebound. Oh, over the top of the net and over to the near boards. Richardson chases after it. And here comes Richardson again, top of the face-off circle. Shot it off the leg of a Thunder player there. And puck's loose back in the neutral zone. Moldenauer battling for it on the near side. And Courts frees it up. I can't see. No, he doesn't. And there we go. Puck comes in up the far side. Blevins sends it somewhere. Up. Thunder picked it up behind their net over to McCoy on the far side. Send the shot. Oh, looks like he was looking for a pass to Ledbetter there. Puck went to the back wall and over the near side instead. And Nafziger tries to get his stick on it here in the neutral zone. He'll turn it around. Skates it over to the far side. Pass to Ledbetter. He'll dump it in. That's it for the second period of play, folks. Dragons up by 5 after 2 periods. All right. 12 more minutes left to go in regulation for this one. Once again, don't forget to tune in at 7:45 tonight, Central Time, for game number 2 of the Capital City Freeze Tournament.
Really?
For your 10U AA Dragons, anyway.
Hey, but with that said, the kid kind of deserved it.
All right, let's go Dragons. Final period in regulation starts now. Gonna have Duncan Hill on the left wing. Nope. Nope. Having a team huddle there at center ice. Nafziger and Moldenauer on defense. Hill on left wing, Cook on right, and Viviano at center.
Missing 2. One more.
All right. Looks like the Thunder got their positioning figured out there. Viviano for the face-off. And Hill battling for it. Puck squirts into the Thunder zone. They'll collect it, pass it back towards their net to a player waiting in the slot. And puck gets tipped out to the neutral zone. Nafziger chipped it over to the far boards, and Duncan Hill's trying to battle for it. And so is Moldenauer. They'll chase after some Thunder action into the Dragon zone. And looked like Addy might have got a piece of that one. Puck squirts back up to the blue line, and Viviano tries to race it out. Moldenauer will pick it up, carries it back out, passes it up to Easton Cook, waiting up at the top of the neutral zone, sends a shot off the post and over the near side. Back to, nope, Cookie peeled it off the near side and sent it back into the slot again. Viviano's trying to chase it down. Puck comes back to Moldenauer. And, oh, Viviano almost held it in. Hill back to Moldenauer off the far boards, and he'll chip it in. Looking for Easton Cook on the near side. Sends a shot. Save. Thunder. 10:50 remaining in regulation. Dragons up by 5. Face off in the Thunder zone. I gotta highly doubt that this is the team that we played at the beginning of the season. Maybe we just got really good. I don't know. It's possible, folks. Richardson and Courts on the wing, Blevins at center, McCoy and Burks on defense. Blevins for the faceoff, and Richardson chops it free over to Courts. Courts, scooped it over the net to the back wall. Blevins tries to chase after it, gets it back to Courts, and Bloomington Thunder strip the puck, send it back out to the neutral zone, and Burks will chase it down. Back up the far side. He dumps it in from the center line all the way down. Icing waved off, and Courts will chase it down. Behind the back of the Thunder net. Back to Blevins. Back to Courts, looking for a pass to Burks at the blue line. Sends another one through some traffic. And Richardson will chase down the change on the back wall. Over to the far boards. Blevins. Pass incomplete. And McCoy will try to pick it up in the neutral zone. Back to Courts. Courts enters on the near side, sends it through, and netminder will shove that over to the far boards. Back to Courts at the top of the face-off circle, sends another shot on goal. Save Thunder. 9:47 remaining in regulation. Another face-off in the Thunder zone. Looks like Cook at center, Viviano and Ledbetter on the wing. Cook for the... Oh, we got a arm in the air here. I have no idea what happened. I just saw bodies going everywhere. So Viviano's coming off for a minute 30, I imagine. Face off in the Dragon zone, 9:39 remaining in regulation. Cook at center, Ledbetter on the wing, Nafziger and Moldenauer on defense. What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Dragons penalty kill. And Moldenauer off the far boards looking for Easton Cook. Oh, he almost scraped it out. Not quite. Thunder kept it in. Nafziger's putting on some offensive or some defensive pressure there. And Moldenauer battling for it on the back wall. And Nafziger got in the way of that wraparound attempt. Moldenauer sends it off the glass on the far side, looking for Easton Cook, and he'll set it free from the Dragon zone. Thunder carry it back in up the far side. And I don't think they know what to do. Nope. Nafziger battles it out to the neutral zone. We'll run into a Thunder player over here behind the play. And Easton Cook's going to chase it down in the far corner, deep in the Thunder zone. Sends a shot off the netminder. And he'll chase it down again. Trying to get another shot. Puck's freed up in the slot. Back to Nafziger, and he'll send one off of a Thunder player. Moldenauer holds it in, sends it back in deep, up the far side. Thunder try to send it back out, and they do. Nafziger's going to race back for it. Icing waved off. I think somebody deflected it there and tipped it. Back to Nafziger, races it back out. Across the neutral zone. Shot from the face-off circle. Loose puck. Oh, Ledbetter almost had it. Here comes Richardson. Drives one off of a Thunder player to the back wall, and Hill races back for it. Sends it across the back wall. And Thunder. Nafziger held it in. And Thunder free it up. Back to Moldenauer at center ice. Send it in offside. 7:39 remaining in regulation. Dragons up by 5. Hill at center, Richardson and Courts on the wing, McCoy and Burks on defense. And from the face-off, Hill chips it in deep all the way to the back wall in the Thunder zone, and he's racing it down. Thunder get there first, but he's in hot pursuit. Over to Courts on the near side, left the puck behind, and the Thunder send it over to the far side behind their net, and over to Burks at the blue line. Sends one in off some traffic. Ooh, Hill chopped at it and freed it up back to the back wall again. Sends another one through the crease. Got just out of reach of Braxton Courts there. And Courts, ooh, looking for Richardson in the slot. Back to Burks. Sends another one in deep. And McCoy picks it up at the blue line. Centers one up, loose puck. Oh, dang. Richardson and Hill both couldn't bury it. Burks holds it in at the blue line, sends another one up into some Thunder traffic, and they'll advance it back to the neutral zone. And Richardson got up in the way, and so did Duncan Hill. Puck goes down. Not sure what we got a whistle here for. Yeah, puck went down into the Dragon zone. Maybe it was offside. I don't know. It was. Holy Nelly. 6:29 remaining in regulation. Face off in the neutral zone. here at the near dot. And Moldenauer back to Blevins. And here comes Viviano. Advances into the Thunder zone offside. I think Cookie was a little too quick there. 6:19 remaining in regulation. Blevins for the face-off. Oh, just couldn't chip it in there. Moldenauer will pick it up on the other side of the center line and rockets it off of the Thunder player. Nafziger will chase it down deep in the Dragon zone. Over to Blevins. He'll dump it out to the neutral zone, offside Thunder. 6:02 remaining in regulation. Blevins center, Cook and Viviano on the wing. McCoy and Burks on defense. Blevins for the faceoff. Puck goes into the Dragon zone, and Burks sends it off the far side boards. And Thunder will race it down deep in their zone. Back to Viviano, and Blevins peels it off the boards. Sends a shot. Glove save, Thunder. Good job, goalie. 5:42 remaining in regulation. Face-off in the Thunder zone. Ledbetter at center, Courts and Richardson on the wing, McCoy and Burks on defense. Ledbetter for the face-off, sends it to the far corner, and the Thunder come back along the back wall with it over to the near side. And they'll chip it up, but Burks couldn't quite hold it in. And back to Richardson. Back to Courts. Advances in up the far side. And Richardson back to help. Back to Burks. Back to Courts. And sends a shot. Save, Thunder. Thunder pick it up behind their net. Carry it up the near side. And Ledbetter got in from behind. Courts sends it into the far corner there, and Richardson back to Courts. Courts sends another one through some traffic. Ooh, just wheelied through the crease there. And Ledbetter behind the net over to the far side. Courts will try to chase it down. Strips the puck, sends another shot, and save, Thunder. Over to the near side, Thunder. Oh, back to Richardson. He'll send a bouncer just wide there. And Thunder pick it up.
Right there.
Yeah, and Dragons. Ooh, almost held it in again. McCoy will pick it up at center ice. Carries it right in up the slot. Got stuck in the feet of somebody there. And loose puck. Here come the Thunder. Back into the neutral zone. Burks. Over to McCoy. And just can't keep it out of the Dragon zone there. Puck goes to the back wall, and Richardson will get there first. Oh, got stripped and loose puck. Where's the puck? 3:42 remaining in regulation. Save Johnson. Face off in the Dragon zone. All right. Hill at center. Blevins and Viviano on the wing. Nafziger and Moldenauer on defense. Hill for the face-off. Back to Ledbetter at the back wall in the Dragon zone. Looking for Hill on the far side, and he'll chip it up the far side boards. Thunder try to center one up at the blue line there, and Moldenauer paddles it out off the near boards. Over to Thunder player, knocking it back into the Dragon zone, darn it. And Nafziger broke that up. He'll chase it down on the far side. Oh, lost it in the foot of a Thunder player there for a second. And Thunder. Offside Dragons, yeah. 3:01 remaining in regulation. Dragons up by 5. Face off in the neutral zone here in the near dot on the Thunderier side of the neutral zone. Nafziger and Moldenauer on defense. Ledbetter, Viviano on the wing. Duncan Hill at center. And Hill for the face-off. Over to Blevins on the far side. He'll carry it in. Right up the slot. Oh, just wide of the net. Over to Hill. And here come the Thunder. Back over to the near side. Viviano in hot pursuit. Nafziger held it in for a second. And the puck's still in the Thunder zone. Nafziger chips it in all the way to the back wall there, and Thunder will win that race. Duncan Hill's in hot pursuit. Back to Nafziger at the blue line. Back to, Viviano. Puck remains in the Thunder zone. Nafziger skates it up to the face-off circle. Sends a shot. Save, Thunder. 2:14 remaining in regulation. Dragons up by 5. Richardson and Ledbetter on the wing. Easton Cook at center. Jackson McCoy and Sterling Burks on defense. And Cook for the face-off. Thunder bring it up the far boards and back out to the neutral zone. And Burks will poke check that back to Easton Cook. Got out in front of him there. Oh, Thunder sent it in front of their own net there. And Richardson got in the way for a second. Thunder sent it across the back wall over to the near side. Oh, Burks tried to clear it. Or send it back in deep, I should say. And Thunder came out with some speed there for a second. But we're holding them in the neutral zone. McCoy and Ledbetter battling on the far boards there. And McCoy comes out with it. Sends it back into the traffic. And Easton Cook comes out with it. Oh, couldn't get it through the feet of a Thunder player there. Back to McCoy in the neutral zone. Turns it around. Looking to pass to Richardson. Burks tried to chip it into the zone. Puck is free down in the Dragon zone, and Burks is racing for it. Picks it up on the near side and bounces it off the boards there. Whoa, here comes a Thunder player there. I heard a thud, but I couldn't tell you what happened. McCoy chases down on the far boards and couldn't quite peel it out of the zone. Here comes the Thunder. 43 seconds remaining in regulation. 42 seconds remaining in regulation. Face off in the Dragon zone. Far face off circle. Courts at center for the face-off there. Oh, Thunder Edson had a rebound opportunity. Moldenauer, like he headbutted the wall there. Here comes Nafziger. Passes it up to Blevins at center ice, and he'll come in from behind and grab it again. Races it in right up in front of the net. Couldn't get a second shot on net there. Bounced it off the side, and we got bodies all over the place behind the Thunder net. Nafziger got in the way there, picked him off. And that's going to do it for regulation, folks. Dragons victorious in Game 1 of the Capital City Freeze campaign for the weekend by a score of 6-1. Tune in for Game 2, 7:45 p.m. this evening, Central Time. Dragons and Thunder line up at center ice for the celebratory fist bump. And we'll see you guys back here 7:45 this evening. Thanks for watching, folks. 33's Daddy signing off. Let's go, Dragons!